went up there, there was
To where?
Helen, Georgia.
Okay. Because you remember Helen before it was.
I can remember when Helen was a little dying town with just a few storefronts in it. Sitting up in the mountains. Nothing up there. You taking my picture too?
I'm recording it, but I'm trying to get the pretty ocean background. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
When they first started the Oktoberfest, there was, how many couples? There was me and Kermit, Jerry and Ernie Dawes, Maggie and Jim Lewis, Bill and Peggy Volker, Mal and Al Sherman, crazy Al Sherman. There was about 5 or 6 couples of us, more. And it was 90 degrees in the shade. And I'm drinking Gallo white wine in 16-ounce paper cups. The first and only and the last time I've ever been drunk in my life.
So this was what Oktoberfest in Helen used to be like? Drinking Gallo wine out of a
You could
solo
take your
cup?
own booze in the tent. Now you can't do that.
So it's just a tent and
It was just a tent out in the middle of the pasture, like I say, and 2 guys entertaining, one with an accordion. Dieter was one of them, because when I got snockered, I'm yelling, "Dieter, baby!" They said I had a great time, but I don't remember. When I came to, we had ridden with Jerry and Ernie Dawes, and Ernie was stuck in the mud. And Kermit's down onto the front wheel, trying to figure out he was drunk. Jim Lewis is only sober one in the bunch. Ernie's in the car racing that engine, trying to get unstuck, and Kermit down in front of the front wheel. And Jim says that he's gonna go on over and kill him.
Yeah.
But we were standing up at Unicoi. And I sobered up enough to know that we were gonna have to drive from where we were up to Unicoi around those crooked roads. And I said, "Ernie, let Jerry drive." "Oh, I'm okay." I said, "Let Jerry drive." I'm thinking, if we go off one of those side of the hill or something, we're gonna leave all these orphan kids in custody.
How old were y'all?
This was like Kermit had just retired from the Army, probably 75, 76. So I told Ernie, I said, "If you let Jerry drive, you can sit back here with me and we'll nick." Ernie was drunk, he didn't.
So you did it?
He got in the back seat with me, we didn't nick. Then he let Jerry drive, and Jerry told me later, "Boy, I want you to look at them. Here's a group of them."
Oh, wait, there's 2 groups. One right there, one right there. Come on, wait, I need to. Actually,
It looks like
Never
they
mind.
kind of slow down when they curve around to the building.
Oh, here they come.
They're so pretty, aren't they? Did you get them?
She's showing her stuffed animal.
yeah, there's some over there.
I wonder if we threw them a piece of pizza, would one drive down to get it?
Well, I was reading in that manual in there, you're not allowed to feed them from your balcony
Yeah,
because it creates problems for the neighbors.
yeah.
Was that the end of the story?
No, we made it up to, you've heard this story. We made it up to Unicoi.
That was a big
And by then
rock, Snowball.
I'm sick on my stomach from all that wine I drank. And I told Jerry, I said, "I'm so nauseated." She said, "Well, vomit." I said, "I can't." She said, "Stick your finger down your throat." And I did, and I vomited on Ernie's car.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he just had it painted, and it eats paint off.
Seriously?
The next day, he said, "What in the world is this on my car?" And Jim Lewis had seen it, and he said, "Irene vomited on it last night." But anyhow, we get to Unicoi, and I'm sober by then, and Kermit done pays out, went to the room, and he locked me out. We took hors d'oeuvre type food, snacks, so the party continued on one of the balconies at Unicoi. But Kermit had already gone to bed, so when I found out I was locked out, I had to march across the lobby back to the desk and get a key to get in. And when I got in, I had those wooden Kirsch blinds. Do you know what those are? There's some
No.
more. They were wooden slats with fabric, colored fabric sewed on them, and they raised like blinds, kind of. But they were harder to raise up and down, and I didn't know how to raise up and down, how to operate them, and they were up. Kermit, there was two beds in the room, and he had gone to bed in the one next to the bathroom, and I think it was twin beds. So that left the other bed open for me. Well, it was dark. I didn't want to wake him up, so I stripped nude and crawled in the bed. I didn't look for my nightgown. Woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning and had to use the bathroom. Full moon. That
We
window,
just saw
that
a
window
big
blind was
flock
open, it was
of
full moon.
pelicans
It was
and
like almost daylight
it
in the
was
room.
so big.
So I thought if I could get up and walk nude across here, somebody will see me, so I crawl. I crawled to the bathroom. Next morning when we got up and looked out, we were about as high as the 4th floor off the ground.
So nobody would have seen you.
Owls or squirrels.